Number 2. KFC for Christmas.
KFC for Christmas これ初めて聞きました。こんにちは皆さん、デリチャンネルのデリです。いつも動画を見てくれてありがとう。今日はですね、日本でしか見ることのできないもの10選のビデオを見ていきます。私が日本に行った時いくつ見ることができましたかな見ていきましょう。はい皆さん、1、2、3。
Number 10. Capsule hotels.
カプセルホテル。
Would you be interested in
すご
staying
い
in one of these?
もちろん興味があります。ここで行きたい。
Capsule hotels are definitely unique lodging spaces.
すごいで
Just
す
as the
ね。
name suggests, they're compact, small, but still
カ
pretty
プセル
cozy.
みたいな
They're
小
the
さい
number
と
one
気持ちいい
option
な
for
感
people
じ
that
で
are
す
on a
ね。
budget. But many tourists also book capsule hotels just for the experience.
これは聞いたこと
Inside
ある。
one
結構いっ
capsule,
ぱい
you
人
get
が
a
来る
mattress,
ね。
a
そこの
blanket,
と
a
ころ
pillow,
で。
and some space to
特
store your
にトーリ
belongings
ストの
in.
人た
And
ち。
you'll also have a controllable nightlight.
す
You
ごい
can
な、そ
also
んなでかい
typically
ベ
buy
ッ
a
ドの中
shower
に。
card if you want to take
シャワ
a
ーもある。あそ
bath.
こ
Compared
で
to
や
other
ばい。
hotels, a capsule hotel is the best choice for those looking for affordable single night
あ、
accommodation.
そうだな。こ
One
れかわ
night
いい
typically
な。
costs around 3,000 to 4,000 yen, which
3000、
roughly amounts to
4000円
about
ぐらい
30
か。こ
bucks.
れやば
But
い
if you
な。
want a premium experience, some high-end capsule hotels also offer better accommodations for an additional price.
めっちゃすごいな。
Number
本当に
9.
小さいでも気
Wine,
持ちそう。
coffee, and green tea bath. How would
ワ
you
イン、
like
コ
to
ーヒー
bathe
とグリー
in
ンティ
green
ーベー
tea,
ズ。
wine, or coffee? Why do you need to
これ
relax while soaking in warm water when
で
you
も
can
I know
easily
it
have a
has
relaxing
lots of
tea bath?
like
This is the
relaxing
exotic spa
things,
called
yeah,
the
and it's very
Unison
good
Spa
for
Resort
body.
in Japan. The liquids here may be a bit unorthodox.
あ
But
ー、こ
hey,
れ
you
で行
only
きたい
live once,
私。
right? It's time to live like
これめっちゃ
royalty
可愛い。
and bathe in wine. It's not just about being
Wine.
lavish. There are actually some claims that bathing in wine will rejuvenate the entire body. And one of the most notable figures to do this is the Queen of Egypt,
めっちゃ
Cleopatra.
面白い
In
ですね。
unison, こ
これ
can
は
drink wine while
肌
bathing
とこん
in
な感
wine.
じですごいいい
And
で
if you
す
want to
ね。
remove some blemishes, sake is the way to go. If you want to boost your immune system, then a green tea bath will
グ
do
リ
the
ーンティ
trick.
ー。いや、これ
Going
は全
inside
部
the
体
Unison
にとっ
Spa
ても
Resort
いい
can
で
be a
す
pretty
ね。
magical experience.
私もやりた
Are
い。
you one of the people that can't start their day without coffee? Well, in Unison, you can start your day with a blast of your caffeine by literally immersing yourself in it. One of the
す
spas
ごい。
offers
カ
its
フェバス
visitors to
もある
bathe
から
with
やばい
coffee
な。
brewed with water from the natural hot springs of Hakone. You don't have to
これは
worry
すごいな。
because fresh batches are added to the spring daily. Number 8.
あー、
Bullet
いつも変わり
trains.
ますね、水も。
Shinkansen
ブレットレイン、
or
新
bullet
幹線は
trains
し
are
て
the
るよ。
fastest and the most convenient method of
す
traveling.
ごい
It
早す
might
ぎ
be
る
a
だよ
bit。confusing though, so if you're bad with directions, it'd be best to research your route ahead of time. Thankfully, despite the very
すごいですね。
extensive railway network, there are signs and maps everywhere to guide you. The most
そう、サイン
popular
ズ
and
とマップ
oldest
スはど
line
こ
is
で
the
もある。
Tokaido
本当に。
Shinkansen, which runs through Tokyo, Nagoya, Kyoto, and Osaka. The bullet
そう
train
で
of
すね。
Japan is
It's
considered to be a
connecting many
technological
places.
marvel. Shinkansen are operated by Japan Railways. These trains run up to 320 kilometers per hour. And they're
や
known
ば
for
い。
punctuality. You know the
3200キ
stereotype
ロはや
about
ばいです
Japanese
ね。
people,
ペラオ
especially
ー。
those who are working. They value their time, and 1 minute is already a big deal. To
そう
date,
で
the
すね。日本
Shinkansen
で
is
は
an
時間はと
efficient,
ても大事
fast,
なもの
comfortable,
で
and
す
safe
ね。
method of traveling. In
そし
fact,
て気
there
持
have
ちいい
been
と
no
安
fatal
全で
accidents
す。
in its history.
そ
Recently,
うだな。
Japan started testing the next generation of bullet trains, known as the Alpha X, that can reach speeds of a
Alpha
whopping
X は知らない。
400 kilometers per hour. Although for safety
400キロ
reasons,
メー
the
ターは
speed
や
limit
ば
they
い
would
な。
mandate upon
400キロ
service
ペ
is
ラ
only
はす
around
ごい速すぎる。
360 kilometers per hour. Aside from its efficiency, riding the bullet train also lets you get a glimpse of Japan's landscape.
そうだな。
Number
見る。
7.
早くで全部
Fancy
見るわ。
One of our main
Fancy toilet
concerns when
これは
visiting a
最強
different
だ。
place is the
日本
restroom.
で。
Are they clean? Are they accessible? It's
も
common
ちろん
knowledge that
とて
Japan
も
has
ク
a
リーンで
reputation
す。
for having clean establishments and clean public restrooms.
そうだ
Sounds
な。
like a
これは
dream, right?
最強。
Well,
本当
that's
に。
not all. Some Japanese toilets are actually pretty fancy. Aside from the fact that they're well maintained, they offer some unique features that your
そうだ
ordinary
な。
toilet
いや、いっ
doesn't
ぱ
have.
いバトル
These
がある
fancy
な。
futuristic toilets have a built-in bidet that you can control. It has a front and back stream depending on what business you have. If you
そう
know
だ
what
な。
I
It
mean.
depends on
This
what
means
you
you
are
can
doing
clean
there.
yourself without needing
全
to
部の
stand up.
なん
You
か
don't have
あ
to
なた
worry
の
about
コンフォル
using
トは
toilet seats
全
either
部この
because
一個
these
の部屋に
fancy
あります
toilets
ね。
have heated seats. And during the hotter months,
そうだ
some
な。これ
toilets
ホット
also
シー
have
ト
an
がめっちゃ気持
air-conditioned
ちいい。
toilet rim. And that's not all. They also have air deodorizers built in. And the
そう、
fancier
エア
ones
デ
have
オド
a
ラントもある
speaker
な。
if you want to jam while using the toilet. And there are even glow-in-the-dark
スピーカー
options.
で音
It
の
can be
書く
quite
もの
confusing
も
to
でき
see
る
the
です
control
ね。
panel, though. For
Hide
many of
the
us, the drawings
awkward
don't make any
voices.
sense. But the longer you stay in Japan, the more
こ
you'll
れは
like
マシ
using
ン
these
マシンもの
innovative toilets.
私とても大好きだ
Number
ったよ、本
6,
当に。
kawaii culture.
可愛
If
いカ
you're
ル
an
チャ
anime
ー。
fan, chances are you already know what the term kawaii means. In Japan,
Kawaii
the
はキュー
kawaii
トですね。
culture is literally the culture of cuteness. The term can refer
す
to
ごい、
almost
これも知ら
anything,
なかった。
to a person, an item, or anything that's cute and sweet. In
そうだな、
Japan,
可愛
kawaii
い。
culture can be seen in almost everything, including
そう。
clothing. I guess this
いやいやいや。
explains the number of cute mascots they have. Have you seen how
全
many
部可愛い
Pikachus
な
they have
服
on
と
the
は。
streets?
ピカチュウとこんな
Number
感じのものは
5,
でき
vending
るです
machines
ね。
galore.
ああ、ベンデ
If
ィング
we're
マシン
talking
も
about
すごい
vending
な。
machines, Japan is the number one contender for having the weirdest and also the most awesome ones.
全部
In
のベン
most
ディングマシ
countries,
ンがありま
vending
すね、日
machines
本
only
で。
offer you a limited brand of drinks. But in Japan, you can get pretty much almost anything from
そ
vending
う、食べ
machines.
物もで
You
きる、
can
飲
get
み物も
ramen,
で
ice
きる。
cream, toys, crepes, cakes, and even popcorn.
ケークも、
How
ケーク
cool
の
is
ワンディン
that?
グマシン
The
は
older
見えなかっ
vending
た、なん
machines
か
usually
私。
accept cash payments in 10, 50, 100, and 500 yen
そうだ
coins.
な、消しで
But
で
for
き
the
る。
newer vending machines, having no coins is not a problem because they can scan your card. These
ああ、
machines
カー
can
ドで
drop you
も
a
ペイ
hot
でき
meal
る
in
か、これ
less
知
than
ら
a
なか
minute.
った。
If you look around,
私も
you can
消し
also
だけ
spot
思っ
ones
た。
that drop some onigiri, spaghetti, French fries,
お
and
に
even
ぎ
a
り、
face
スパゲ
mask.
ティ、フレン
You're
チフライ
probably
すご
wondering,
い。
is the food clean though? The answer?
クリーヌで
Yes.
す。
You know how Japanese people
と
are
て
when
も
it
クリ
comes
ーン
to
な食べ物。
cleanliness. The food almost always has an expiration date printed on its packaging, so you
そ
know
う
that
だ
it's
ね、
still
これ
good
は
to
す
eat.
ごい、本当に。デ
Number
ートもあ
4,
る、全部
rent a
ある。
girlfriend.
これ
Among
は
the
聞いた
wonders
こ
of
とあり
Japan
ま
is
す。
the
レン
rent
ティ
a
ング
girlfriend
フレン
service.
ド。
Yes, you heard that
レンティ
right.
ングボーイフレンド
Japan
もある
has a
な。
service where people can rent a girlfriend for a price. There are a
これ
lot
は
of
す
companies
ごい
that
な。
offer this service, and most of them have websites on the internet
私
where
も
you
やり
can
たい。
browse which girl you want to avail the services of. It might sound absurd, but it's actually a pretty serious industry, and there are a
そうだ
lot
な。
of requirements for someone to be an employee for
め
a
っちゃ
rent
シ
a
リアスな
girlfriend
もの
company.
です、これ。
Of course, women with boyfriends are not allowed to apply unless they have their boyfriend's permission. They
あ
also
あ、す
prefer
ごい、
women
こ
who
れ
are
もで
more
きるか、いや、知らなかった。
aesthetically
You
pleasing,
need permission
if you
from
know what
your
I mean.
boyfriend or
And they
girlfriend.
also prefer women who are great at making conversation. I know that it sounds
そうだな。
bizarre.
これ
but
はめっ
rental
ちゃやりた
services
い。I
like
want
this
to
one are
test
actually
it.
becoming increasingly popular in Japan.
これ
More
は
and more
確かに
tourists
めっ
are
ちゃ有
also
名
looking
です。
forward to trying it as well. In fact, this isn't the only rental service you can have in Japan. You can also rent a boyfriend, a friend,
そう、
or even a
ボーイフレンド。
family member.
す
Prices are
ごい、
different,
ボーイフレ
but
ンド。
usually
フ
companies
ァ
will
ミリー
price
メンバー、フレン
6,000
ドのレ
yen
ント
per
もで
hour
き
for a
る。
minimum of 2 hours. That's almost $100.
すごい、
First-timers can
100
usually
ダ
pick
ラー
who
が
they
すご
want to
い。
take out for free, but after that they would need to pay an additional cost of about 2,000 yen, or about
2,000
$15 to
yen.
choose the one they want to take out.
あ、これすごいな。
Number
そんな
3,
高くな
lack
い
of
な。
trash cans.
いやー、こ
Japan
れは
is
確
known
か
for
に。
its safety and cleanliness.
ゴミ箱
In
の
fact,
少ない。
Tokyo has been listed as one of the safest cities to live in 2021. The list of safest cities is measured by using various indicators, including personal safety, healthy security, infrastructure
東京は一
security,
番安
and
全で
more.
すか、すごい。
Overall,
知らなかった
Tokyo is one of the most ideal cities to live in, if you have enough to get by with a high rent.
クリー
that
ン
is.
すぎるとこん
But
な
if you
感
walk
じですね。
around this
これはめっちゃ
bustling
いい。
city, you'll probably notice something. The whole area might be clean, but you'll barely see enough trash cans. In
確か
most
にはない、
places,
本
you'll
当に。
pass
でも
by
めっちゃク
several
リーン
trash
で
bins
す。
while walking around the streets or in the park. But Japan is a little different. If you go here, you might run out of patience if you keep trying to search for a trash bin. You
こ
might
れ
think
は
it's odd considering how much
ちょっと
Japan
難
prides
しい、
its
本当
clean
に外国
streets.
人にとっ
But
て。
there's actually a good reason why they reduced public trash bins.
理由は
Ultimately,
何だっ
they
た？
reduced trash bins because of tragic incidents.
あ、
This
トラジックイン
includes
シデン
the
ト。これも
Tokyo
聞いたこ
subway
とある。
sarin gas attack that happened in
あ、
1995.
ガスアタッ
On
ク
March
だから。
20th,
ファイヤーがいっ
1995,
ぱい来
the
るね、
members of a
ここ
cult
から。
released incredibly lethal sarin gas inside the trains. They did it during the early morning, right when it was rush hour. Because of the attack, 6,300 people were injured or lost their lives. The gas canisters that were used were wrapped in plastic bags and covered by newspapers. Three major subways were targeted at the time, which caused massive damage. Because of the incident, people have been warned not to leave anything suspicious in public spaces. That's why it's best to just keep your trash in your bag
だから
until you
ゴ
come
ミ
to a
箱は
public
ない。こ
trash
の
can.
理由はめっちゃわかる。
Number 2, KFC for Christmas.
KFC for Christmas これ
Some
初め
people
て聞きま
celebrate
した。
Christmas, while some don't. And celebrations vary across the world. In the
そうだな。
United States, for example, eating a stuffed turkey with potatoes and maybe some apple pie or eggnog for dessert is the way to go. Many would
ど
say
こで
that
も
homemade
違う
food
なあ
is
れ
the
があるね
best,
食べ
and it should
物
be preferred over takeout during the holidays. But Japan is a bit different. People in Japan follow a long tradition of getting KFC for
KFC
Christmas.
フォークリスマ
I
ス
know
す
it's
ご
fast
い
food, but hey, you got to admit that their fried chicken is pretty great.
うん
But
美
why
味しいです
exactly
本当
do
に
Japanese people prefer KFC? In fact, they prefer it so much that an estimated 3.6 million Japanese families buy fried chicken from the
3.6 million
American fast food
Japanese
chain.
family は
The
やば
story
い
goes that the manager of the very first KFC in the country, Takeshi Okawara, thought that they should sell a party barrel on Christmas
Party
Day.
barrel?
He got the idea after overhearing some foreigners talk about how they missed having turkey for Christmas. And so he thought that maybe having a Christmas chicken can be a decent
クリスマスチ
substitute
キ
for
ンな
turkey.
だから
And so
KFC
the
ですね
marketing began, and it worked. It clicked with the public, and to this day it's considered a national tradition. Unlike your usual KFC takeout, though,
It's
a
tradition
Christmas
ですね
barrel is a bit more special. Aside from the usual chicken and sides, the meals include cake and wine.
ケーキ&ワインも来るかだか
This
ら
phenomenon
ニュ
of
ーイ
buying
ヤ
a
ーのあれで
specific
す
brand of
ね
takeout is unique to
パ
Japan.
ケットオフ
And I would bet that you've
KFC
never heard of this anywhere else in the world.
どこで
I
も
do
来たこ
like
とない
turkey for
本当に
Christmas, but who knows? I might give KFC a try for the holidays.
私もやりたい
And before we go to our last entry, make sure to comment your favorite Christmas food below. Number 1. Ichiran Ramen.
一蘭ラーメン
Whenever people mention Japan,
ラーメン
one
が
of the number one things people
一
think
番
about
最
is
初で来る
sushi.
ね
And
日
of
本
course,
でラーメン
ramen.
と寿司
Despite being popular mostly in Japan, people all around the world seem to like this food.
私もとて
And
も
for
大
good
好き
reason.
だよ本当に
Japanese ramen just always hits the spot. We all know the main foundation of good
最強です
ramen is a great broth. Most Japanese restaurants prioritize making delicious and delectable soup. They can add many ingredients
確かにいっ
depending
ぱい
on the
もの
taste
があり
they're
ます
aiming
ね
for,
中で
like pork bones, shellfish, beef bones, fish, or even vegetables. Regardless of the variation, though, they always make sure that the bowl is exploding with flavor. You're probably
すごいいっぱい
thinking,
フレー
but
バ
I
ー
can
がある
still
本
eat
当にとて
ramen
も美味し
anywhere
すぎる
else. So why is Ichiran ramen so special? Well, here's the thing. If you're an introvert whose idea for a perfect dinner on the way back home after
Ichiran
work is to
ramen.
dine alone without being judged, then the Ichiran Ramen
ああだ
restaurant
から
will
ねプライ
definitely
ベート
be
スペ
your
ースが持って
paradise.
るね
You can slurp your food here in peace.
そう
I mean, in Japan, slurping isn't considered
そう
rude.
スルーピング
You
は日
can
本で
eat
全
and
然ルー
slurp
ル
the
じゃない
soup all you want. It's not disrespectful. On the contrary, it just means you're enjoying the food.
いやこれ
In
は美味
Ichiran,
し
you
い
can
だっ
eat
たと意
alone,
味です
and you're
ね
seated at a partitioned table. Anxious about ordering? You don't need to be. Unlike most restaurants, where the staff will stand beside you while you awkwardly browse the menu, here in Ichiran, you're given a pen and
あ
paper
あ
where
だ
you
か
can
らこれ
customize the
クワイエ
ramen
ットで
according
チュー
to
ズ
your
する
taste.
ね
Once you're
これは
done,
めっちゃ
a
イントロ
staff
ベルト
member
の
will
人た
fetch
ち
your
のレス
order
ト
and
ランで
serve
す
your
ね
food. While you're eating, they'll close the cover for maximum privacy. The best thing? You have free hot water right by your table. And most of the time, they give you some green tea so you can make your own as a complimentary drink with your
めっちゃや
ramen.
ばい
Delicious food and privacy? Count
う
me in.
ん美味しいなものとプライ
So
ベース
are
が
we
一番
having
大
a
事な
little
も
bit
の
of
です
culture shock? Or not at all? Japan's pretty amazing, right?
めっちゃ
If
す
you're
ごい
one
ア
of
メー
the
ジング
lucky
です本
souls.
当にとっても面白いなビデオだったなんか皆さん日本のは本当にとってもびっくりするな国ですなぜならそんないっぱいものがあります And 本当にこれは日本だけですね Like such as renting girlfriend and vending machine for everything and capsule hotel とこんな感じは全部でびっくりするここからは例えば I knew about renting girlfriend and boyfriends でもフレンドとファミリーメンバーのレントもあったが全然知らなかったですでも後で when I go I want to try also どんな感じですかカプセルホテルも前は聞いたことあったけど全然あそこで行ったことないですそして I haven't seen this closely what is happening there but I know that really many tourists are choosing to stay there because it's very wealthy price for everyone and it's like your private space and 本当にすごい私もやりたいですでは今日の面白いなビデオはここまでです最後まで見てくれてありがとう次のビデオでお会いしましょうまたね